Of course I'm a believer. Hitting, they have Derek Jeter, they have A-Rod. They're starting to play better baseball.
That's about one-third of the equation.
Jason Giambi is even playing good baseball. They don't have pitching. Yes, they did sign Ponsoon, who just got released by another team, which is not a big time.
Oh wait, I'm going to change my opinion.
But ultimately, these are the Yankees, and the Red Sox are a little banged up. Ortiz is banged up. Manny's out of the lineup. We don't know what's going to happen with him emotionally. Yes, Coco Crisp and Euclid are swinging the bat, but I like that the Yankees are getting back into this and pushing the Red Sox. Absolutely.
You think they can catch the Red Sox?
I think I'm a believer, and I think that this is going to go all the way.
Okay, Skip.
Here is the truth of the matter. Right now, the New York Yankees are playing the soft National League underbelly of their schedule. Houston, San Diego, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. And to their credit, they are making hay because they can, as you say, hit the baseball. But it was so un-New York Yankee-like to reach rather desperately and very cheaply for Sir Sidney Ponsoon, who caused so many problems in the Texas Ranger clubhouse that they dumped him even though he was 4-1. Yeah, he's just been a mess wherever he's been.
But the Yankees have leadership, and he's not going to be able to do that in their clubhouse.
But trust me, once the Yankees get back into the AL East rotation, they will miss Chien-Ming Wang. Now, are they going to go get CC Sabathia? That has not been their M.O. under the new Steinbrenner regime, the Hank Steinbrenner regime, because they didn't go get Santana, and now everybody's going to want CC Sabathia, who has a chance in every other division. So right now, the Red Sox have way too much pitching, and by the way, the Rays have way too much pitching for the New York Yankees.
But we need this race. We need these two teams to go at it.
That's what you say.
It's so great for baseball.
It's so great for baseball to have the Rays in it.
Well, we'll see if the Rays can hold up. They're playing good baseball so far.
And we will see if Jalen Rose's prediction comes true that they're going to be back to
You'll always watch the Yankees universe, no question.
Goodness gracious. All right, that wraps up second down, but there's a lot more to come. Tiger Woods, what impact will he have, his absence have on the PGA Tour? That is definitely coming up. We'll debate that.
The 2008 NBA Draft. Coverage begins June 26th at 7 Eastern.
4-star crash rating for Roller.
Hello there. What if I told you I could get you that Jetta for just $198 a month, my little bouffant beauty? Don't be shy. It's got ABS brakes and 6 airbags standard. What do you say to that?
I would say sign me up.
With the engine roaring and the windows down, that hair of yours would look amazing.
Thank you. I think.
Get 3D dubs for under $199 a month, or get 0% APR on all 2008 models. Legendary Volkswagen value.
It's what the people want.
From the historic highs to the thrilling lows, the excitement of IndyCar continues on ABC. The Ethanol IndyCar 250 at Iowa, Sunday at 1 on ABC.
Now, get huge biceps and massive shoulders. Get the V-cut, a small looking waist, and a big upper body with the perfect pull-up. From the U.S. Navy SEAL inventor of the perfect push-up, the perfect pull-up changes the pull-up bar into a complete upper body machine with 2 design advances. The perfect pull-up's handles rotate with the natural movement of your arms and shoulders. And the perfect pull-up is the first pull-up bar with an adjustable swing arm. Start with a bicep-burning standing row. Rip your shoulders and back with an Australian pull-up. Electrify your arms and upper body with rotational pull-ups. It's 3 exercises in one invention. It changes the game and gets you results. So here's the deal. The perfect pull-up is only 3 payments of $33. Call right now. When you order, you'll receive the perfect pull-up adjustable bar and 2 rotating handles. Call now and we'll throw in the perfect pull-up ab straps free for an off-the-floor ab workout the way the pros do it. It's a $39 value and it's yours free when you order. Get ripped by the perfect pull-up.
Let's go ahead and kick off third down with Jalen's favorite topic, the NBA, the June 26th draft coming up. So if you're John Paxson, just pretend you're John Paxson for a minute, who do you take with that top pick?
I went to the field for this answer. The associate head coach for the University of Tennessee was also my JV coach at Detroit Southwestern High School, Tony Jones.
Well, you're going way back.
And they beat Memphis this year, and we talked a lot about Derrick Rose before the game and after the game. This young guy is the truth. The Chicago Bulls need to draft him first.
Really?
He's explosive. He can get to the basket. He can finish with the best of them. He has the size and the ability at point guard to keep guys in front of him defensively. He's competitive. He's a Chicago native. And also from a business standpoint, it gives you leverage with Kurt Heinrich. A lot of teams will be interested in him as far as the open market and trade bait is concerned. So you trade Heinrich potentially, Keep Dane, keep Gordon in the fold, bring Rose in, put people in the stands, and this young guy's really the truth.
All right, I hear you on all that, but I ask you this. Can he shoot the NBA three or just shoot period? Because I watched a bunch of games he played at Memphis, and he was way up, way hot, and way cold.
I got a perfect example for you. His name is Chris Paul. The
Okay.
first couple of years, his first year, he could not shoot the jumper. He was able to knock down the three this year, opened up his entire game.
All right, I did not see the takeover mentality. I know he was just a freshman, but he clearly was the most talented player on that team. But you can talk about all those other guys, Douglas Roberts, you want.
Chris Douglas Roberts was the leader of the team and the first team All-American.
All right, I didn't see Chris Paul. I don't think we'll ever see Chris Paul. I think we'll see somewhere a notch below that, but not Chris Paul.
But the NBA is so full of young point guards that have the ability to get it done. You had an opportunity with the #1 pick to take one,
Right.
the next explosive guard.
Right.
Who do you
If I'm the
take
Bulls,
then?
I do it.
I have talked to a number of NBA insiders, GM, scout types who have been in private workouts with Michael Beasley, who say, Jalen, he is freakishly talented as far as skill level, basketball feel, and IQ, that he does everything easily and effortlessly. But when I heard that he measured in his sneakers only 6'8" and 1/4 inches, it did concern me because he's not explosively athletic, as you know. So I wish I could get Michael Beasley with the 3rd or the 4th pick, but I'm a little apprehensive now just because of the height factor to say he could be my 4-man, my all-star at the 4 position for the next 12 years.
Just like we were talking about Durant last year, it's the same this year with these two young guys. Both of these guys are going to be big-time players. I'm with you on Beasley, but if I'm the Bulls, it gives me more options if I take Rose.
Beasley, Rose, 1 week from tonight. We'll all find out, of course, full coverage throughout the ESPN family of networks. Next topic, still in the NBA, we do have to set this up for you a little bit. Don Nelson and Mavs owner Mark Cuban are in the process of a litigation about something from long ago, about more than $6 million worth, when Ross Perot owned the team. It goes back to that. But now they're involved in a war of words about NBA players taking part in the Olympics. Cuban told the Dallas Morning News that we're lying to ourselves, thinking players are there to represent our country, saying the Olympics are all about money, really for both sides. Now, of course, Nelson coached the U.S. team to gold in the '94 World Championships. He wasn't pleased when he heard Cuban's comments. Here are the comments to the Dallas Morning News from Don Nelson. It's not about the money. There's pride in these athletes. He ought to have more respect for his country, he meaning Mark Cuban. Everybody in the NBA makes plenty of money. It's not too much to ask that every 4 years you give something back to your country. By the way, 2 of Cuban's players, Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Kidd, will be taking part in the Olympics. So, is he right? That's the question I throw out.
Jalen, as you know, I'm a huge NBA fan, and I love the U.S. of A. But I am not and have never been a big Olympic fan. And if I'm Mark Cuban, and for once I agree with Mark Cuban, if I'm paying Jason Kidd and Dirk, what, $20-odd million a year each to play basketball for me, I do not want them extending their season, risking injury, more wear and tear, more fatigue going into next NBA season just to win another gold medal for the U.S. Because I love the NBA so much, I want to see our best American players and the best Argentine players, the gold medal Argentines, playing next year at full strength in our NBA.
I love the Olympic Games. I think it's great for our nation. I think it's great for the players to participate. I have no problems with that. I'm with Don Nelson on the part that every 4 years, it's okay. The athletes benefit, the country benefits. Is there a lot of money to be made? Of course.
Yes.
Everything.
It's no different from college sports. It's the exact same thing. The players aren't there necessarily to get the money. So ultimately, these guys make the money from the NBA. Do they risk injury? Absolutely. Does it put them at risk and take them out of position to be fresh for the next season? Yes. You've seen a lot of guys who played in Olympic Games who extend their seasons, who come back the next year, and they find ways to be injured.
And it's not just every 4 years. They had to do it last year for the World Games, right?
Absolutely.
And Dwayne Wade was hurt in the NBA season, and he kept playing, and he never did get right this past NBA season.
Absolutely.
So we agree with Don Nelson, and we agree with
to
Mark
disagree.
Cuban. We agree to disagree, and that never happens here on ESPN First Take. All right. Tiger Woods, we told you we'd come back to him. He's out for the rest of the season, as we all know. So now, we talked about what happened, maybe why it was caused. The question now is, how is this going to affect the PGA Tour? Is the Tour in trouble, Jalen?
We're talking about one of the greatest athletes of all time, not only in golf, but period. He's going to miss planned events for the next 6 to 12 months. that means the casual fan will not watch. That means the anticipation to possibly see Tiger will not be there. Of course, he doesn't play in every event, but the anticipation can be there. Now our guards are down because he knows he's not going to be there. And to the ones that win when he's out, there will be a little bit of asterisk by that, saying, wow, if Tiger was here, would you had won? So that's something that the athletes have to deal with, something the fans have to deal with, and ultimately golf will suffer, ratings will suffer, and the fans suffer because we don't get a chance to see the great Tiger.
Unfortunately, you speak for much of Sports Nation, because I'm guessing you were not a golf fan pre-Tiger Woods, right? You wouldn't have watched.
No.
I am as captivated by watching Tiger as anybody, but I'm becoming offended by this notion that golf is dead without Tiger Woods.
It is.
Okay, I was a golf fan before Tiger, and God forbid if he can't come back, I will long be a golf fan as long as I live after Tiger. But the point is, if you had watched golf before, there were many electrifying finishes pre-Tiger. Jack Nicklaus shooting 30 on the back nine at Augusta in '86 to win the Masters at age 46. Larry Mize chipping in downhill on number 11 in a playoff to beat Greg Norman in '87.
But Tiger Woods is transcendent. We're talking about a guy with 14 majors.
Even think about Tiger missing the cut after his dad died 2 years ago at Wingfoot. Phil Mickelson's meltdown on 18 at Wing. It was incredible theater, allowing 3 or 4 guys back into the tournament, including Jeff Ogilvy. We had, without Tiger, after the Masters this year, we had Phil win. We had Adam Scott win. We had Sergio win. We had Anthony Kim win. Again, I'm a golf fan. You two are not.
I'm a golf fan, but I'm a bigger Tiger fan. But this is the other thing.
You're not a golf fan.
Tiger brought personality to golf. He brought flavor to golf. He made us care about the culture of golf.
And
more so than just wins and losses.
Of course, we're still going to see some phenomenal things happening on the tour. The question is, will the PGA Tour be affected? And you cannot argue that it
No,
would.
I agree, but I'm just getting offended by golf is dead because you think it's dead. And I think we have to deal with...
Not dead.
Okay,
however, the ratings numbers talk.
And this is not a team sport. This is an individual sport.
Okay, I have to bring this up. If Tiger were not African-American in part... would you, what if he were white? Would you be saying the same thing?
It don't matter what color Tiger. It doesn't matter what color Tiger Woods is. The way he performs, he transcends race. He transcends culture.
Look at the people in the gallery
He's
there.
very effective at what he does because he's great. It just so happened the color of his skin.
I think he brought in a huge new African-American following, even though Tiger himself says he doesn't want to be seen as
I was at the Staples Center Sunday when he hit the putt to tie it in sudden death. The arena went crazy like the Lakers had just won.
Tiger Woods, his memorable U.S. Open, will go down as one of the guttiest performances ever. Right, Skip Bayless? But how does it rank against the all-time playing with pain moment? That is coming up in Fourth Down.
Last night was very fun. This morning, less so. Who's left? Who is this? Does anybody know? Cleaning up after an all-night blowout.
Get up and go with all your favorite Dunkin' iced coffee flavors. And clean up after an all-night blowout. America runs on Dunkin'.
I learned a lot when I found out I had high cholesterol, but I didn't know that it may have led to my erectile dysfunction. That's why my doctor told me about Levitra.
Certain medical conditions, including high blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol, can decrease blood flow, which may lead to ED.
That was news to me. My doctor told me Levitra could help.
Levitra works by increasing blood flow to help treat ED.
Levitra works for me. Maybe it can work for you.
Ask your doctor if you are healthy enough for sexual activity. If you have heart problems, are on alpha blocker therapy, or have uncontrolled high blood pressure, talk to your doctor before taking Levitra. Do not take Levitra if you take nitrates for chest pains, as this may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects may include headache, flushing, and stuffy or runny nose. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help if you experience an erection lasting longer than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss of vision or hearing, stop taking Levitra and call your doctor right away. Ask your doctor if Levitra is right for you.
Camping World RV Rental 250 at Milwaukee, Saturday at 8 Eastern on ESPN2.
Why are energy drinks bad? 12 spoons of sugar? That's bad. 200 calories? Bad. Guarana? tisk tisk. Good for a short jittery burst, then a debilitating crash. So don't drink energy drinks. Drink 5-Hour Energy. It's not a drink, more like a sip. But with that sip, you'll feel alert and focused for hours, without the crash or jitters. It has 0 sugar, only 4 calories, and no guarana. 5-Hour Energy. Hours of energy now, no crash later.
Coming up on Outside the Lines' first report, another big league baseball manager is out. It's the best of times in Boston as the C's celebrate their first championship in more than 2 decades. Plus the past friendship between Pete Rose and one of baseball's biggest stars. See?
All right, time for Fourth Down. A very interesting topic, I think. We've been talking all day today, yesterday, about Tiger Woods, the season over because of the knee surgery. Obviously, at the U.S. Open, 91 holes, he was playing in pain. So I ask you, Jalen, what is the greatest playing with pain moment?
There's Jack Youngblood in the Super Bowl. There's Bernard King playing with fractured fingers. There's Kirk Gibson's walk-off home run in '88. But the one you mentioned was my favorite growing up and inspiring was Isiah Thomas in the '88 NBA Finals. Scored 25 points in the 4th quarter. Back in the day when players were basically playing with low tops on anyway, hopping around in the finals. That was very inspirational to me as a player. And it's something I always look forward to putting myself in a position to do.
He was injured and playing in pain.
And getting it done.
Okay, go ahead.
Those are all good. But my non-golf one is Ali and Frazier nearly killed each other for 14 rounds in Manila. Both wound up in the hospital, and neither was nearly the same thereafter. But my golf one, inside the world of golf, since we're dealing with Tiger, the great Ben Hogan was in a head-on collision with a greyhound. Was told by doctors he would never walk again. Got out of the hospital in April, and in June at Marion, he won the U.S. Open when they had to walk 36 holes on Sunday, and then he was involved in an 18-hole three-way playoff on Monday. And near the end of his life, he sat down with me and talked about what happened, especially during the 36 holes. He said the pain was so excruciating that many times he thought he was going to have to stop because his legs were so bad. To me, that's a little beyond even what Tiger did, as great as Tiger was.
All right, that'll do it for the 10 topics. Thank you guys very much. Thanks for behaving. We all survived. We are off tomorrow, though, but you can catch us every morning on ESPN First Take, 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN2. For Jalen Rose and Skip Bayless, I'm Sage Steele. Thanks for watching. Outside the Lines' first report is next.